All right, ready? That was weak. That was really weak. Man, my neck itches. We're gonna try that one more time. Still sounded. Oh well. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Once again, my name is Brandon. I'm an acting and performance coach, and today we have a line jumper, the first one in quite a while. We actually have a few, so hopefully by the time this comes out, either I already have the other couple out or they will be coming out very shortly. So if you see this one and you had jumped the line as well and yours hasn't come out yet, it should be literally a day or two from now. Like I'm doing all of these at the same time, with the exception of one film reaction. I plan on doing that this weekend before the live stream. So Clara, hold on, I will get to it, I promise. But for right now, we're doing a reaction that was requested by the lovely Trisha, whichever you prefer is what I'll go with. So I clicked on this. It was just a link. I don't know if Trish like really likes me, like enjoys the content, or if she's really just wanting to like stir the pot or cause drama. I'm sure that's not the case. I'm sure that your intentions are pure. It's Angelina Jordan. And I don't know how many of you have been around for a while, but if you've been around for just a little bit, you know that I did an Angelina Jordan video a little while back, and the fan response was mixed, I guess would be a good way to say it. No, it wouldn't. It was harsh. It was pretty harsh. I actually have avoided doing any more Angelina Jordan. I've had some very nice comments or some very lovely people who either did or didn't agree with what I had to say, but they were also very kind and inviting and asking me to move on and do some more of her work. I'm ready to jump back in, so it's okay. I actually think that I have another one queued up to record at some point by her. And this looks like it's pretty old. I can see her in the background there, a very, very young child. That also makes me kind of nervous, gotta say it, but getting through my nerves, getting into the video, let's push on with the business end and remind everybody that if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, hit the comment button. Nope, don't do that. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Check the description for all my social media links, including a link to the Patreon where you can get reactions to things like this, usually earlier than normal, a week, a couple days, maybe a month even. Also, there is the link to the Buy Me a Coffee website where you can jump the line just like this lovely person did, and several others who will have their music reactions coming very soon. All it does is get you the opportunity to get a music reaction that you would like to see pushed to the front of the line. And there was a time when I would normally try to get the first one out in a couple of days. If I had 2 or 3 stacked up, I usually tried to guarantee within a week. Since the fire and things are kind of really up in the air and I'm very, very busy, that's kind of shifted to about a week, maybe 10 days, but it still comes much earlier. A simple request can take months, just because so many people ask for so many things. But jumping the line, that generally can get you in there in under 10 days. So if that's something you're interested in, that link is down there as well. Also the Discord, come over, say hi. Plenty of great people over there just waiting to chat with you, and shoot me a message when you get there also. Okay, now that all that businessy stuff is out of the way, let's just jump into this video and see what Miss Jordan has in her arsenal at what looks like, what, 6, maybe 8 at the most. Like, she looks younger than that. So let's get into this one. Love that. Listen to that vibrato, man. Ooh, listen to that low note. Huh. And the curtain is tight. Okay, so first of all, one of the things I got jumped all over was stopping it too early and making judgments before I had a chance to hear the song. It's what I do. This is a reaction channel. I'm sorry if this bothers you, but this is just what I do. If you'd like to see the video in its entirety, I usually almost always leave a link to the original down in the description. Moving on. The colors in her voice at this age are so varied. She has a ton of color in her voice now, but it's so much more mature now. Here, it's not in a negative way at all. It's so much more raw. I'll tell you what it seems like. It seems like at this point we are hearing her discover what her voice can do and what it likes to do. And as she discovers that, I'm sure her sound became more and more refined. She sort of would whittle away, I would assume, over the years at some of the more extraneous tones and, you know, lilts and things, and she sort of would hone it down into the very mature, very sort of polished, and yet still very free sound that I heard in the first video that I listened to from her. What I'm hearing here is a very raw, very real, curious voice, and it's lovely.
Oh, your dad is rich,
How does she already know how to work a stage?
and your ma is good looking.
Okay, you're gonna kill me. Angelina Jordan fans are gonna kill me, but I have to stop it here because look at this. Look at this moment. So there's little things that you expect, especially from someone so young, but even up in like middle school age, even into high school years, if you can't get it out of them or if they're not natural performers, you have this thing, but at this young, it's common. It's so common where they'll be up there singing or doing the play or whatever it is they're doing, and you'll see their eyes kind of looking, they'll be doing their thing, and they'll look, and they'll look, and they'll look at people, and they'll look at the camera, and they'll look at something on the floor, and you can see that. That's perfectly fine. She's a child. She's very young. There's nothing wrong with that. If you were 30 years old and a trained performer and you were getting distracted by every little thing, that's an issue. But at this age, it's so expected. It's almost endearing and a part of the performance. I said all that because there's something that's about to happen that is not common for someone at her age. There's something about to happen that's not normal for an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 5-year-old, 7-year-old. Honestly, what's about to happen, you don't usually see until at least high school, unless you have a very special talent, which I think this young lady just might have. Watch this look on her face. She's got a couple of lyrics to get out, and then she really just kind of digs into this. It's almost like when you see in a cartoon, you see a puppy or a rabbit or some cute little animal. They get into a bunch of grass or into a blanket or into a bed, and they kind of go and just kind of snuggle down in to the whatever the fluffy thing is. That's kind of what she does here with this note, and it's so cool to watch. I know I'm talking a lot. Right there, right there. Oh, with is on is, it's just. Ooh, just so snug.
So hush, little baby, don't you cry.
That vibrato is killing me.
Summertime.
Ooh.
And the living is easy.
What? How many notes does she just cover right there?
And the curtain is high. Oh, your dad is rich, and your mom is good looking.
Stop. Okay, just stop it right there. Young lady, you're grounded. You're grounded. I'm taking away your cell phone. I'll slide your dinner under the door, okay? You're not allowed to give my body that many chills this young. You cannot do that much with your voice at this age. It's against the rules, and wow. Wow. I just have to listen to it again. I just have to hear it one more time, okay? All right.
Oh, your dad is rich, and your mom is good looking. So hush, little baby, hey, don't you cry. Don't you cry. Don't you cry.
Wow.
Don't you cry.
It's so good, man. I kind of like hearing what they have to say sometimes, so I'm a little bummed that we don't get to hear it. Okay, all right. You were right. All of you out there who told me react to her young stuff. There's another one when she's really young you guys want me to react to too. It's called it's a cover of I Put a Spell on You. That one terrified me. The idea of going into that one. Look, generally with a young child, you give a lot of leeway because if they're speaking about broken hearts, they're speaking about lost love or losing loved ones, they haven't experienced any of that stuff yet, right? And nothing even close. I can't in good faith look at a 5-year-old and say they're giving a masterful emotive performance around the subject of adultery or murder, whatever. I just can't, because it's just not there. So with children, generally, you don't look for any of that. What you look for when you're trying to sort of help develop a young child is you look for natural instincts. You want to find whatever's there naturally and help develop that, as opposed to trying to teach technique beyond the basics, so that you can develop what they're good at. You can help them with their strengths. Sorry, I just had to resituate. I'm on a ball, okay? It's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but it's an easy and cheap and mobile chair. So yeah, my point is simple. Normally, those natural instincts, the natural things that you try to develop in a young child performer, are much more rudimentary. They're much simpler. The things that she's doing, even from a performance standpoint, which I didn't expect, are so far beyond her years. In moments, now there are moments, like I said, she's getting distracted by people or things around. She's a child, but in the moments when she finds that space, she is, if she's 8, she's at least 8 years ahead of her time. She's 8 years ahead of herself, her developmentally. She should not be able to do the things that she's doing. And I'm sure vocal coaches say that about her voice. I'm sure they do, because there's so much going on there that I can't articulate correctly, because that's not my area, but I can hear it. I can hear a lot of it. I spent so much time around singers and listened to vocal coaches. I've heard all the talk, and I've gotten sort of a grasp of it, but I'm not confident enough in it, or at least at the very least, I know that I'm not educated enough in it to give like actual analysis about it. But from what I can hear, she is doing many things that I have never heard a child her age do, ever. So that's incredible on its own. But beyond that, in my sort of area, she's doing the same thing. She is just as advanced. But the beautiful thing is, at this age, again, it's all natural. I'm sure she rehearses and all that, but there's some things at this age you cannot teach some of those things. Children don't normally have the capability of developing those things yet. Just sort of the natural way she sinks into a mood, a state of being, an emotion, the way she emotes, the way she communicates visually with her eyes and the tilts of her head and her shoulders. Normally, children at that age have not yet learned to do that. This young woman is a marvel. And I'm talking for so long. I'm so sorry. To Trish, thank you so much for requesting this. I really am glad you did, because to be honest, I was nervous to jump into Angelina Jordan again. And I don't know, we'll see how it goes in the comments. I'm just, look, guys, all I can do is give my absolute honest opinion in a moment of honest reaction. That's what I'm here to do. And I hope that you can find something in it worth listening to. And if you can't, I hope that you at the very least can enjoy the video, enjoy the content, disagree with kindness in your heart, and you know, let's try to keep the comment section a little more polite. I am certain, after even just hearing her sing 2 songs, I am certain that Miss Jordan here would much prefer her fans be kind to people, even if they disagree with them. She seems like a truly gentle and sincere soul. So let's mirror that down below. Okay. All right, so thank you so much for getting through this video with me. If you're still here, you're still watching, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Those things really help me out so much more than you could know. I'm sure like 94% of you who are watching aren't subscribed, but if you enjoyed the video, please do me a favor and yeah, just hit that subscribe button, help feed those algorithm gods. They truly are fickle, and I could use all the help that I can get. I have a PO box down there. You can find me on Patreon. You can find me on Discord, shoot me a message. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, with all that being said, please remember to be kind to each other. And most importantly, be kind to yourself.